Hi, my name is Melissa Godfrey, and this is my UDL Instructional Plan project demonstration. For this assignment, I'm focusing on the portion of the lesson where the students are utilizing the web-based digital resource Seesaw. Seesaw is a great resource that can be used in grades as early as pre-K all the way up until high school. Seesaw is a great tool that students can use to share their learning and hold them accountable for their learning. Seesaw provides lots of choice as well as lots of engagement, so students are really focused and on task when using this resource. The lesson that I observed is a science-focused lesson on living and non-living things. Students first learned the content, living and non-living things, and then they were applying their knowledge. This lesson is a cross-curricular lesson that infuses reading and writing skills in science. With Seesaw and looking at the Universal Design for Learning guidelines, Seesaw is using multiple means of engagement. So this is the area of focus when using the Seesaw resource for this particular lesson. So Seesaw provides options for recruiting interest. Students have many options when using Seesaw. So the main purpose of Seesaw is for students to share what they've learned. And teachers can use this as an assessment tool. Students are also held accountable for their learning using Seesaw. Seesaw is a digital platform where students can use images, they can use audio features, they can use drawing features as well as text features to share their learning. Students are also providing options for sustaining effort and persistence. Seesaw provides options that heighten salience of goals and objectives. So Seesaw is kind of like a portfolio for students, and students can share their learning and teachers are assigning projects for the students, and then students have their own individual platform. They can view their different projects throughout the year as well as share their projects with their teacher and their parents. So if parents are able to download the app, they can get their access to their child's platform, which will go directly to the app, and they can view their child's work. This lesson started out with the students walking around the classroom and viewing different photographs of living and non-living things. This was prior to the instruction of living and non-living things, and students were discussing what they saw in the pictures. During this time, the teacher was taking notes and observing what the students were saying and writing down what they were saying. After this activity, the students met together and the teacher explicitly taught living and non-living things using pictures, using visuals, using books and videos and songs. So these are some images that the teacher used, and here are some other images that the teacher used to teach living and non-living things. After the explicit instruction component of the lesson, the students then apply their knowledge by going outside using iPads and taking pictures of living and non-living things that they saw in their world. Students used Seesaw to take the pictures. So every student in the class has their own platform. They have their name and a little picture of an animal that represents them. Students then can use this platform to present activities that the teacher generates for them, as well as upload images for their presentations or projects. So students went outside and they took real images of things that they saw in their world. The teachers explicitly showed them how to do this first, and then the students were able to take the photos. And as you can see, this is a student right here. He is taking a picture of another student, and they're saying that those two students are living things. When the students are finished taking those photos, it uploads right to their platform. When students were finished uploading all the photos, they came back to the classroom and they had options on how they wanted to share the information that they learned. So they could either use the images that they took and label the images using their writing skills. So they wrote their name and then living, the pictures that they took of living things. So that was one option. Or students could cut out pictures from a magazine of living and non-living things and glue it on a chart for sort and then glue, and they could actually take a picture of their entire project, upload it to Seesaw, and use different features on Seesaw to add to their project. So they could add using the audio feature, so they could use their voice to share their learning, or they could add labels to share their learning as well. So Seesaw is a great tool that provides lots of choice and engagement for students, as well as holds students accountable for their learning.